Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Back.
Hi guys, it is Friday, so that means Solana Gaming updates. There's a fair bit on today. I don't go through my Twitter feed as much. It's very time constrictions. It's really funny that the further you go into crypto and stuff, the more you run out of time. That's your scarcest resource. But we are back next week with Grape Gaming Day, Kaiju cards, Gyris, and Metaforge. So Kaiju cards have finally got their staking, and the staking involves doing quests. There's a bit of an in. I'll show you some of that later. Gyris are still building out. They have reduced their mint cost, have more information. They've got mini-game footage and a couple of highlights there. Hope to hear more about that next week. And Metaforge, they're a Minecraft variation on the Solana blockchain. It's like my 10-year-old just won't shut up about them. So he is keen as fuck to actually find out about them and see it is. So he set up to a Saturday night. Unfortunately, we had a scheduling problem. Matt from Metaforge thought that it was 11 p.m. UTC. He's actually American based. So this show here, format's much better for him. And you see a different bit of a graphic on it. So I'm very much enjoy these, getting three big brains on stage, because we all know they've all got a bit of a bigger noggin than me. They're building out a game. So it is good fun. And I hope to see some footage and see and talk about the games. Big one with Kaiju, right? They came out last year. They actually launched back in the good old, like, October-ish. I'd actually have to go back and have a look at the dates to see it. But they are one of the OGs building out in the space. Jogging with Barndog, we're changing this next week. All 5 days are going to be in the STEPN Discord only. Doing the prizing a little bit differently. It's more centered around helping people. So every day I still do my 20.0 in the morning. Every day I'm here to help people, Monday to Friday, I should say, in the Discord. We just found splitting them all up across different places, I wasn't getting the maximum value. And, I want to value the time I have as well, but I also want to help people as the highest number as I can. So for people on Grape, I'm still obviously doing my Solana Gaming Saturday nights, and anybody is welcome by all means to come in and ask questions direct and get help with the STEPN side of things. At course, we've still got channels and stuff there that people talk in. Adelaide, live event. I've spoken about this in last week's, at the start of the week for the Solana Gaming channel. This is with Tyson, of course, as the other Aussie ambassador in Adelaide. You'll get to meet the team. You'll get to meet some of the team. Adelaide, South Australia, down near Antarctica was where I heard someone say it. Quite funny. Now, obviously, Tyson and myself working hard to put on a good show. Runners won. This is a gentleman called Bryn, and he is really doing an awesome job on the side, helping us with it. And hopefully this will be more events, more things coming through Australia with the help from Bryn and Runners One. And we want to do more and more live events. So, we'd love to do Sydney next, Melbourne after that, Brisbane after that. That's this year. That's Ames. That's very big. Now, on the 29th, there's also going to be Brisbane doing theirs. So if you haven't, get a hold of andrew.sol. And I believe, where are we? There's a possibility America might actually do theirs. So Andrew Mason in the STEPN community is one of the 2 American ambassadors. He will be doing one potentially around the same date. So it's not a locked-in date for him in New York, but he's working hard to get that out. I will put this form in down below the details, so please, you need to apply to come. It's free. There's no charge. You can come whether you have or do not have an NFT. We will have NFT prizes. We will have GST prizes. It will be a good event. And obviously, we'll be doing stuff afterwards as well. So I'll absolutely be having a drink with the community afterwards. There's some great venues in Adelaide, some really great eateries and stuff like that. But it's about meeting the community, having a bit of a laugh, shaking hands, talking about the game, talking about the do's and don'ts, but also, getting real with people and saying hello and actually meeting some of the gamers. It's awesome. So much looking forward to it. This week, I did a lot of breakdown on the STEPN last week's AMA. So, this is STEPN. I just think of this is Sparta, like Yawn's comment on that. It was amazing. It talks about how we went from 100,000 to 200,000 people in March, daily active users. I did do a recap for that, and I will try to do more of these TLDRs, under 10-minute recaps of the AMAs. I think the AMAs are absolutely worth listening to every week, but not everybody wants to put an hour and 20 minutes into listening to the old dog, Yawn and Jerry have a yarn. So I think I'll try and do that more often. This week, we hit 200,000 daily active, 200,000 on Twitter. That was a big milestone, and we will find out more about GMT and what am I thinking? More about GMT and the use cases for GMT. Important things. Now, I did do one strategy video. I'll be doing another one later on this afternoon, but this was level 9 or 19 on to your sneakers, about building up your sneaker base from 1 to 3 sneakers. So I'll give a little bit of context, numbers, and stats behind that. And it's funny, the more and more we've been getting into this game, it's, STEPN is the right level of energy and brain power required for me. But some of these things, I've started getting extra sneakers to make sure they regenerate for the following day and alternating between sneakers, trialing different sneakers. I want to make sure the old dog doesn't break down. Just turned 42 in March. So it's important for me to make sure I get the right gear, and that means the right runners. And I'm having a bit of a play. I had some cool looking shoelaces. Now this was O'Brien. He actually got a pair of Nikes, and he couldn't outrun the Rona. So poor O'Brien has actually up crook, and these shoes, I don't think he gets to use those shoes. So the old dog's got to help him out and do some extra running for him on that. But looking at Blank Souls, it's a Solana project. I bought an NFT this week under one of my mates, said, get into it, Barn Dog. What I'm hoping is we can find a way that maybe we can do our own NFTs onto sneakers. So I've got to be careful with talking, obviously, as a STEPN expert, gamer, enthusiast, ambassador, all of those things. A lot of what I'm doing, especially in these Solana Gamings, please, they're not about being partnerships, unless I specifically say those kinds of things. I want to have a look at and show people what I'm looking at in the gaming side of things, maybe sometimes the NFT side of things. I bought one of these. I bought 2 of the white shoes. What I'm aiming for is, can these guys build out my sneakers in the game into this? If I can get a pair of wearable sneakers that are actually my sneakers, my rares in the game, I would love that. Vincent, I put this on the other day, so he must have just had a single issue. I did try to find out whether he had an issue 51. Haven't seen it. I love the Shills On. Great magazine. I remember going through it the other day on Monday and leaving it towards the end to give you guys a bit of a look in at the end. Twitter feed's going absolutely nutso as always. Now, coins. Bitcoin had a bit of a dump. That caused Solana to have a bit of a dump. It was almost around 140 there at one point. STEPN softened up a little bit through the week, but it's going a bit sideways. What was the big notice was this week with the updates, and STEPN punched out a big update, and we'll talk about that at the STEPN Live Saturday AMA. And the GST actually went up to $5.50, part and parcel because sending money from your spendings account in the game to your wallet was not active, so that put pressure on the coin. People were buying the coin, forced it up. Of course, that was finished today, and people dumped the coin and took profit. So we'll see this kind of level down a little bit more. It sat comfortably at $3.40 for a long time, so whether it gets back down to there or not, I don't know. Keep in mind, we've got Trailblazers. That's going to be a triple earnings at some stage. We're going to have a Easter event. What other coins are worth noting? Aurora doesn't really look like it's changing much. Crypto Cavemen. No. They're doing nothing. It all looks the same, doesn't it, really? Yeah. Audius had a bit of a bounce back. I know that was down to 70 cents. I love Audius. The decentralized music. Listen to them all day. So, Gyris, they did drop their mint price. I thought they had down to 1.75. How that means if you've bought the originals, because I minted 5 of these, at a higher cost. I don't know what they've done. We'll find out next week, right? I like the team. I've had great interactions with them. I'm sure we'll find out the updates. Am I going to stomp around if I've paid more? No, they'll do something. They'll make their early supporters not well off. It's not always about being well off, right? It's not always about getting your money back. It's you're putting in faith. The team is building out all those kinds of things. I'm keen to see what it is, right? Clash of Dolls. I put this in another thing. So this is about Doll Society, and it's been very interesting. And to talk a little bit about Solana Gaming, you're going to see a lot of projects struggling with building. You're going to see a lot of projects months ago that thought it might be easy to build a project. And DYOR Society have been open, true to the fact. I had him on Grape Gaming Day, was it 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago? And it was really, really cool. Sandman came on stage and we had a presentation. There was 3 people doing the presentation and stuff like that. They've got this ready to play and bet and do. But then there's been problems with some of the team finishing up, moving on, thinking it was too hard. And there's possibilities they may want to rebrand, all these kinds of things. I like what I've seen with that. They've been having chatter in their DAO channel, and people that have got an NFT, have staked that NFT in the DAO, they can have input. And there was some really, really great conversation in this. It's a decentralized game. They're trying to make their holders and the DAO a good part of that. I think, and have said many things, and I like the fact that they're listening to these things from the community and the crowd. But we are going to see a lot of games that are going to go through this phase. And you're going to see a lot of slow rugs happening. You're going to see a lot of games throw in the towel. This is part and parcel of investing early in this situation. So I'm still positive on DYOR Society, and I enjoy the time I spend with Sandman. DFA Academy, they've got some new shirts, new jumpers, STEPN, Grape. Now, let's not forget, we got them 5 phones, we got them 6 NFTs. I know they've minted out a 7th NFT, so they were running 3 and then 4 accounts of 1 with their team. They got an extra $3,000 as well at the end. And we're finally starting to see some of the fruits of that. So hopefully we see more from the team. KnifeForkSpoon, they've been building for a while, and this goes back to a little bit of the talk about what I was saying with DYOR Society. They're actually going to be going through a rebrand, and they're not happy with the Spoonverse. They're not happy with where it's going. I saw some discussion in their Discord today regarding that. They want to call it the Game Hub. I believe, it's a little bit of a reference as well to Pornhub, a bit of degeneracy and stuff like that. Do I see Game Hub as a good name? I don't see it as a bad name. I put my vote in as long as the rest of the people, and I like how they're involving the community and giving the community a chance to say. These guys have been paying out huge Solana as a play-to-earn variation for a long time. From the very beginning of their launch, realistically, they've been paying. Artwork was good, happy team, great team, good to talk to, all those kinds of things. Audius Lounge coming in Portals. Portals are kicking shitloads of goals, and it's surprising I don't have a Portals slide on this video. Portals are the premier metaverse on Solana, in my opinion, and this is good. I still listen to Audius all day long on my DeFi land. So would I go into here and listen to it? Probably not, because I've got DeFi land open, right? Lux now. I should have had this open beforehand. Still using a dirty Soleil. Did I get the password right? I did. Did you hear the pause? Did you hear the tap, tap, tapping? So they finally got the apartments, so you can stake the apartments properly. And if you stake them by today, you've probably still got 12 to 24 hours. If you have a look at that, as soon as you see the video, you'll have a chance. If you stake the apartments, if you stake whether you've got apartment, condo, twin, duplex, what are the other ones? You've got the skyscraper one, the one we're at the top, right? That one, and then the mansions. It's all staked now. So you can see here generating 3,600 Lux per week staked. I haven't even gone and read through entirely the white paper for the tokenomics, but I've got token drops everywhere. They've finally fixed it. And onto the slide from there, they've got big competitions coming out. They were talking about potentially trying to go to Ethereum or somewhere else. They've listed on SolSea like everybody else has. Is it SolSea? Ocean something? See, OpenSea. That one, right? Now they've got their desktop version, and I haven't got it. I've downloaded it and I've gone and had a bit of a play with it. I've enjoyed it. I want to do more. Because you can see here with my staking, I've got a duplex and a condo. So I don't know if I got that the right way around, but either way, I've kept mine from the mint, and I do want to play something. I haven't had time to get into the VR side of it, but I absolutely am keen to see Lux push forward. I enjoyed the team, Chris, Romina. They were both awesome. Swedish team, and I think they will do well in the space still. They've got some good partnerships. They had a live performance. They're going to be a kind of place that you can mix where you can either go VR or you can download it on your desktop and do some things, right? And I like that. I like that they are building. Metagates, I'll put this on. I've had to have a bit of a look at my own shards, start getting some things set up for the epics and the legendaries and the rares and those kinds of shards. Anatoly the cat. So this is a funny one. And I had a bit of a chat the other day with one of the developers for it, and it was a really cool chat. So talking to Nikos about this Greek team with some Greek and American team. I'm actually going to meet Nikos in the end of May, and I had a bit of a game and some games with this, and I actually enjoyed it more than I did last Saturday night. I've seen updates since last Saturday night. The team is building card game. You build a deck of 5 cards, and then it's just a very simple card game with strategy against other people. You have a certain statistic, and then you combat off versus that. A basic concept to start off with. The artwork isn't bad. The NFTs are going to be 10,000, but you need 5 to play, so that's going to be 2,000 decks. There's a chance to go and playtest this for free and earn NFTs. So I think it is worthwhile to absolutely do it. It's on mainnet. They've been at the current hackathon. I really enjoyed my chat with Nikos, and this is why I'm happy to put this into a channel like this. Metaverse Explorer went and did a video for it. Definitely worth a watch. Where are we? Metaverse Explorer. He does a lot of Star Atlas stuff, but he has done a video on this. Where is it in your feed, Mr. Metaverse? Not OpenSea. Where is it? I know I've seen it. Anatoly the cat, 9 minutes. Short video, right? Only 300 views. So now you see the old dog saying it. Now you see Metaverse saying it. I think it's worth a look. And it's a game you can go and play. You can test. You don't have to buy anything. But you can win an NFT. These are the kinds of things that need bums in seats and deserve it. This is a really cool picture. I was reading through the Kaiju updates, the March updates, and they talk very heavily about the updates, everything that's happening. Look, some of this video play is pretty cool, right? They've been building, and I'm happy. Finally, Mike is coming to Grape to have a chat to the old dog. So I'm very much looking forward to that. These are new. I hadn't seen these before, the marketplace. I don't have time to completely read through every single Discord, but seeing these kinds of monthly updates is fucking amazing, and I am super impressed with that update. DeFi land, DeFi land, DeFi land. What have we got from DeFi land? We saw some updates this week regarding the shooting range. You go in there, get some bullets, make your own bullets by the looks of it, and that is the shooting range. It's a bit different. So they're updating the mini games. They're getting better with the mini games. They did the OpenSea thing. I mean, everyone did the OpenSea thing. It will get more bums in the seats for all of Solana all around, you would think. Now, why have I got Magic Eden open? I've been looking at cows. The old dog needs some cows because I am slowly getting my stuff in DeFi land. I've got to take money out of my sneakers, so out of my STEPN to do this. So it's a slow process. I don't separate my sneaker money very easily. But I have finally bought a cat and a couple of doggos. So I didn't buy hardcore ones or anything like that. But the pets, you're going to be able to send them away for quests, and they are going to return you resources and potentially patterns. So this is my initial harvester, fishing rod and gun, and my ducko. I need to go and get myself some cows and some chooks. I definitely need to get some cows and chooks. And I will be. I definitely will be. It's just a matter of time. We all know the old dog doesn't move quick. Now let's have a bit of a look around the farm. I've done absolutely nothing. See, I keep talking, running out of time. But I am still turning my little 2 props there into additional bank here, chucking it in. It's not a lot. It's about $400 worth of coins at the moment. But I'm enjoying turning my farms into more coins and throwing it in. Remnants, on the other hand, I've had some really amazing luck with my remnants, and it's actually at the point my keys are starting to run out. I've almost run out. Radiation zone is 2 keys to proceed there. But you've got the chance at the radiation zone of getting the megalite, the metal detector, the radioactive banana, and the trolley. I got the trolley on my second return. So once I hit the trolley, I did a couple more, gave it a bit of a go, but I've kind of pulled back from doing that with that 2 keys. I'm actually myself going back to the military base, because if I want to get a second remnant, well, I guess you don't need the bolt cutters, do you? Because you can just send them from one remnant to another. I want more dusty survival guides. So what I've got at the moment with my combination, I've got the second level dusty survival guides that cuts your trip down and gives you more gold. So I would love more of that. I thought I needed more flashlights, so I sent myself back to the prison quite a few times, but I already actually had the level 3 flashlight, so I kind of stuffed up with that. And I've got this old flashlight. I'm actually thinking of buying a second Remy based on that. Where are the prices? But again, separating that Solana for the old dog is very, very hard. They've had their camp announcement soon, so I am watching the price of that. I don't know if you get them. Do you get all the keys from the other person, or maybe the person sold all their keys or used all their keys? I'm not sure on that, so I don't know how to look at that data. So I've had a lot of really amazing luck. The fact that I got the chems suit helmet from the military base, I then went to the radiation zone and got this bad boy trolley. That thing is bloody awesome. So because I've got the trolley, I've kind of stopped going there. Star Atlas still not really following this. I think I've got some coins somewhere. Oh, I harvested. You're not going to waste USDC. I think I bought a jet or 2 this week, maybe. I'm at 40. I don't know. I don't recall how many I had. But yes, I don't look at the pit stop too much. But remember pit stop at theclubguild.com. This was a great app in having a one-click option. Unfortunately, with Kaiju, it's being hard for me. It won't work. My Kaijus are lost. I don't know where they are. I tried to return them, get the gems. So the best return I found was doing the daily quest. Done that 3 times, and I've been locked out of my Kaijus ever since. Put in a ticket. I'm waiting to hear back from Kaiju with that. But what are we looking at? Let's have a look at this. We saw it was $3.13, dumped down a bit. Now it's going a bit sideways. So the market's finding this. We are going to find out a lot of information on this in the next couple of days. And of course, the GST dumped a bit today because it was up to 550, because people couldn't take it out of their spendings to then sell and keep that price down. 485. It's an amazing coin, right? I don't want to speculate on the coins too much, but, you know, it is pumping along. It's been some great updates with the game, all those kinds of things. But, yeah, I mean, that's going to wrap up another one. That's another week at Solana. We've had a really bad degradation in the network in this week. There's been a lot of errors in every game I'm playing, and that's DeFi land, Remnants, in my Star Atlas doing my ships, in my STEPN trying to send some Solana or GST or sneakers. I've got a pair of sneakers. I minted a pair for my sister. They've been MIA for 30 hours. So you don't need to get nervous about that kind of thing. Remember, Solana is actually still in beta as well. So it's a blockchain that's still got these ups and downs, the validators. Sometimes things get changed. I know Genesis Go changed something a little while ago, and that caused a bit of ruckus. But don't get stressed at your games. Put in tickets if you need to put in tickets. All games that are doing updates and stuff, that are in betas, that are doing these builds, it's going to be a process, right? We've got to have these aches and pains. But it is an amazing week. I've had a great time this week. I'm running a shitload more. The fact that I'm looking at sneakers a lot more. I now own 3 pairs of running sneakers that I alternate between and give them a bit of time. I'm looking at a 4th pair of sneakers. Those ones from old O'Brien there. Couldn't outrun the Rona. So everyone be safe. It's the weekend. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you back on this one on Monday. But yeah, thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.